Salute. It's been said many a times in these internet streets that attention is the new form of currency. We all know what currency is. Fiat currency, what we know of as money, right? So keep that in mind as we travel, all right? And disclaimer, I want to send nothing but my love and appreciation to all the sisters, all the women, all the ladies out there. I know sometimes in this day and age, it seems that men are really coming down hard, on you ladies and stuff like that. So I don't want you to take my words as another one of those brothers coming down. Just look at this as my observations from Big Brother Kush. All right. So what I've noticed is that if a person, and I'm speaking to the ladies, if a person sees themselves as pretty, right? And I got to make a distinction between pretty and beautiful. Pretty to me is, facially, bodily, and sometimes just facially. Body might not necessarily be all the way there, but a woman can be, pretty in the face, and also, have a nice shapely body. I look at that as pretty. Beautiful, on the other hand, encapsulates a whole lot more. You have the body, you have the mind, you have the spirit of that individual. There's a lot of things that go into the dynamics of what I see as beautiful. So moving forward. So for any person that sees themselves as pretty, if you look in the mirror and just from your experience that people see you as pretty, then where does the validation and the approval, where does it end? You see, because if a person that is quote unquote pretty has to post multiple images of themselves week after week, month after month, year after year, then to me, that seems like a low self of esteem. Because all you have to do is look in the mirror and see that you're beautiful and move on. But when you have to get the validation and the approval from multiple people, day after day, week after week, month after month, that signifies, in my eyes, low self-esteem. Because the validation and the approval, never comes to an end. If you're a pretty young lady or woman and you're in a relationship or you're married, right? Do you still carry on with that campaign of getting the validation and the approval? Because I don't really believe that one man, in this day and age, this modern day with the whole social media and stuff, I don't believe that approval and validation from one man is enough. I personally don't believe that. So you devalue yourself when you put yourself like that online. You devalue yourself. It doesn't matter if people are giving you likes and thumbs up and oh, you're so beautiful, comments and shit like that. That does not give you more value. It devalues you. You need that validation and that approval because you have low self-esteem. And I know there's men out there that's the same way. There's a lot of men out there that look for that same type of approval. Me, myself, personally, I see myself as an ugly dude, right? Nappy hair, got beard, teeth ain't all correct and all that type of stuff. So I don't put myself in a category of trying to be, Mr. this or Mr. that. And I know all women aren't like that. I'm speaking to the women that are putting themselves out there like that on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, trying to get all this validation. You're selling your body. If attention is the new form of currency, and you're trying to get people to pay attention to you, pay attention, they're paying you currency. You're selling your body. So you can say I'm reaching, but I'm just giving you my observation. So ladies, if you want to add more value to yourself, don't put yourself out there like that. Because if I see ass and titties and shit like that, then that right there puts me in a sexual mind state. It doesn't put me in a mind state of somebody that you gonna look at as a wife or somebody that you can see building a long-term situation with. If you appeal to a man's sexual animal, then that's what you're gonna get from him. Doesn't matter if you don't get the same amount of attention, okay? If you put on something modest and there's guys still give you attention, then maybe somebody in that little group of guys might be somebody you want to look at. But he may not fit the criteria of what society sees of as a real man or whatever the case may be. So if you want to add value to yourself, stop putting yourself out there like that. Start changing the way you see yourself. All you got to do is look in the mirror and say, yep, I know I'm beautiful, I know I'm pretty, and that's all I need. I don't need anybody else bigging me up. If somebody out in public, you know what I'm saying, comes to you and compliments you, then you know what I'm saying, you go ahead and you acknowledge that. But the online shit, that's some artificial bullshit right there. Don't get caught up in that, alright? War.